Peace, love, and light collective. Welcome back to Cusp of Roses for your full moon in Gemini Cancer chakra tune-in reading. I'm super excited to bring this reading out to you all, and I hope it finds you in the highest vibration possible under this beautiful full moon energy. Definitely let me know what you guys are feeling under this energy. If you are in tune with the moon, I'd love to hear about that. Definitely in the comment section below. But if you're new here, welcome. I'm very grateful to have you. Please make sure you read through the description box below. It's going to have everything you need to know in order to get the most out of this reading. And if you have been here before, you've been hanging out with me for a while, welcome back again. Very grateful to have you here. And thank you so much, all of you guys, for just checking me out and tuning in. So we're going to get into our prayer. You can pray along with me, do your own gratitude practices, or you can have a moment of silence. Make sure, regardless of whatever it is you choose, that you are thinking of the intention that you want to know or need confirmation on, as far as your energy, as far as your healing. We have a little visitor. And we'll go ahead and get started, okay? Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, Holy Spirit, Ascended Masters of Light, my own divine ancestral council, and all archangels, thank you so much for being here with me and with the collective for our chakra tune-in reading for this beautiful full moon in Gemini and Cancer. We thank you, Divine, for grounding us all in our own energy and frequency and opening us up to the most important messages based in truth, light, love, and wisdom for the overall growth, prosperity, abundance, ascension, personal development, joy, and happiness of the collective. We thank you for covering us in your love, light, mercy, and protection, for lifting us up in courage and strength every single day, and for communicating with us through signs, synchronicities, and dreams. We are so grateful for your presence and walk with us in this lifetime and beyond. We love you, and so it is. All right. Just finished clearing my hands here. Let me see, where is that little nugget? Where did he go? Papa. Papa. Hold on, y'all, my doggy. Papa, come here. Okay, be good. Be good. All right, let's go ahead and get into this collective. All right. Ooh, I think I got these upside down. All right, thank you so much, Divine. Okay, what do we need to know as far as our energy field under this full moon in Gemini and Cancer? Where is this energy working through? They want me to get one more. What else do we need to know? Okay, I'll take the one that flipped over. All right. So we have isolation here in the throat chakra. This feels like preparation. It feels like some of you are really, like, again, tying back to Saturn. Some of you, if you are coming out of your Saturn return, are really going to start feeling more vocal, more open in your throat chakra. And those that are going into it, you might start feeling a little shut down or a little closed off. In what it is you're either trying to say, what it is that you want to express. Like, it's going to be hard a little bit to find the words, but this just means to take your time and prepare, really dig into whatever it is that you truly feel or need to feel. Really kind of be patient with yourself and take all of your words into consideration, okay? We also have the crown chakra here with creation. Some of you really may feel this call to start manifesting, start co-creating with spirit in a way that is more in alignment, obviously, with what you desire in life, but more or less really an expansion of your awareness of the environment around you and how it supports you in that co-creative process, okay? We also have a renewal. We have the root chakra here. Some of you might feel this new sense of security, new sense of groundedness, okay? Again, that might also be aiding you in this crown chakra awakening or opening to your environment around you, feeling very connected to earth, feeling very even just weighted in your pelvis area, okay? So if you're feeling that, that is your root chakra and your sacral chakra being activated. So make sure you are tapping into that energy as well. But this does feel like a either new beginning or a new sense of grounding and awareness in your own consciousness that is really going to help benefit you in your energetic journey here. Yeah, and then you got the heart chakra with perception. So this really does feel like a complete new awakening, a new grounding again in your own consciousness and awareness of your environment, how it supports you, maybe how it doesn't support you, right? I also am getting this sense with this isolation, like really saving your voice or saving your words or your communication for when it truly matters, when it feels right for you, not on demand, or not feeling like some of you, okay, this is coming in, some of you may even have a little bit of discomfort with silence. And I feel like the awareness and the power behind silence, right? Really giving your throat chakra a rest, is what is actually going to be coming into like a deep, profound awareness. Really, really soaking that in, like taking this energy of isolation and making it work for you instead of work against you. So this is going to be interesting to get into, okay? But so we have root chakra energy, your heart chakra energy, throat chakra energy, and crown chakra energy. Yeah. Let's go ahead and, guys, give me 1 second here. Should I just... Oh. We should be okay. We should be okay. Hold on. This is what I'll do. Give me 1 second, guys. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. All right. So now that we've gotten those chakras out, let's go ahead and dig a little deeper with the Chakra Wisdom Tarot. Thank you so much, Divine. What do you need the collective to know about their root chakra under this full moon energy? Ooh. What do you need the collective to know about your root chakra under this full moon energy? What can I do? Oh my goodness. What else do you need the collective to know? Okay, just these two. Wow. So 2 root chakra energies right away. You have your Ace of Swords and your 8 of Coins. It feels as if some of you might be getting like a new clarity around your work, a new clarity around your career path, or where you would like to invest your time to either better your skills, sharpen your skills, or build upon a skill here, okay? It feels like something that you've already definitely put work towards, but you're really starting to see maybe how that work is ushering in this energy of renewal, right? Some of you maybe have made a career switch or some sort of step forward in your work that is almost kind of replenishing something that was really barren for you, or just not as fruitful, or maybe not even feeling as connected to it. But it feels like under this full moon, that's all about to change here. So you're getting a lot of mental clarity around why you are where you are in the now moment, and really tapping into that sense of like, yeah, that sense of connectivity as far as to like, okay, I understand now why I've either worked so hard up to this point, why I've put in all the work that I have now. It's like that's that vision, right? With the 10 or the 8 of Pentacles here, maybe the vision of your 10 of Pentacles is starting to become more of a reality. Really starting to see a clear path forward to that. So that's absolutely beautiful. So root chakra is really screaming loud here. Again, for those of you that might be new to chakras, you definitely want to check the bottom of my description box. I have a quick, just like quick kind of descriptors of the 7 main chakras that align along the human spine. And then you are more than welcome to check out my homepage, where I do have a chakra healing playlist. Find any of those videos that work well for you. And if nothing there kind of speaks to you or feels right for you, please, please, please explore those channels featured there, because they have thousands and thousands and thousands of healing energy, okay? Or videos that might feel a little bit better or resonate more with your frequency, okay? We also have here the Three of Cups and Judgment. So with perception, because that's where I was moving forward to, it feels almost like really starting to see your community, really starting to see your friendships, your love relationships, your family connections, for what they truly are. So when the Judgment cards comes up for me as a reader, it either means a couple of different things. Either the angels, your guides, your ancestors, the divine has really thinned the veil for you to truly see beyond an illusion, right? So the divine coming in almost as like a mini intervention to say this is what it is, or this is the clarity. Again, you have that Ace of Swords. This is the reality of your situation. The Judgment could also talk about answered prayer. So some of you might have been really sending out intentions, prayers for clarity around your environment, around your relationships, your friendships, your partnerships, okay? And it feels like now that this full moon energy is here or coming in, that clarity is going to be granted to you. And I think with this solar plexus energy here with the Three of Cups, it's really going to amplify the tethers, right? The energetic cords that we all have, the ones that are maybe most important to you, right? Or the ones that bring you the most joy, because the solar plexus is all about your life force, your vitality. It's where your joy lies, right? It's in your belly region. It really kind of gives you that energetic sun type of energy. So really starting to discern here, especially with the crown chakra, really getting clear awareness and clear understanding around what connections you have in the now moment, how they fuel you, how they either deplete you for some of you, and what you need to do moving forward. So whatever guidance you get once you start connecting into this energy, please feel free to follow that, okay? So there's definite a need to really maybe just do a little love on your solar plexus, just to make sure all of those energetic cords that truly feed you and that you feed into are open, are healthy. And to maybe even bring to light some cords that maybe need some cutting, or need a little bit of mending here, okay? But I do feel like you will get that perception, you'll get that perspective, you'll get that understanding, and it'll feel right in your heart chakra first. But then your angels, your guides, your ancestors will be downloading a lot of the reasons why. Like for some of you, you might have been looking at your environment, looking at your connections, your community, and really maybe feeling a bit disconnected, but not sure why. It feels like you're going to come into that awareness here, okay? All right, let's look into isolation in the throat chakra. Thank you so much, Divine. What does the collective need to know about isolation in the throat chakra? Thank you so much. What does the collective need to know about isolation in the throat chakra? Okay. So we got 3 cards here. First 2 that came up, again, connected to your root chakra. Okay, you have the Ace of Wands and you have the 8 of Cups. So for some of you, it's really finally having courage and the strength and a deeper understanding and rooting and grounding in what emotions take away from your energy, what you maybe for some of you no longer want to talk about, no longer want to discuss. For some of you, I feel like that will resonate at least with this isolation card. It feels like maybe you've been on this kind of like cycle of constantly either repeating or regurgitating the same situations, constantly reviewing them, right? And like I said, taking the time to really find just some quiet moments might really show you like what's worth your energy here with the Ace of Wands and what you maybe need to walk away from. Some of you might even be gaining the courage or the strength or the power to actually heal or face some sort of wounding, right? With this 8 of Cups. Definitely in your emotional body that needs to be addressed, but it's almost like a final purging here. So that might be honestly like taking a couple of days or a day of just silence to just sit with your thoughts, but not feed them energy with your words. Others of you, it could just be finally finding that courage and strength again, like I said, to walk away and no longer feel the need to breathe life into past situations, right? No longer feeling the need to review the past, to go through the cups, to feel connected or attached to those energies. So there's a lot of root chakra work happening, which is absolutely beautiful, collective. But this Ace of Wands is coming in to give you that new grounding, that new power, and that strength to move on and move forward here. Last card, yeah, because it's the Ten of Swords. This is exactly what I was feeling. Like, constantly thinking about the same things to the point of exhaustion, constantly rehashing or speaking on the same things, not in a way where I feel like it's almost like habitual. Like, it's not anything that I feel like your conscious mind is fully aware of. It almost is like a subconscious effort to purge. But there's a real need to put to rest all of those thoughts, all of the communication about what no longer serves you, right? Really standing strong and firm in the decision to have some sort of new energy, new communication, or new articulation about your past. Like, for some of you, with this perception change in your heart chakra, it's going to allow you to really see, again, like I said, why you went through what you went through, the purpose it serves, so that it kind of changes your perspective and idea on it, and no longer depletes you from your power, but actually gives you strength from it, right? So kind of like moving from a more victim energy to a survivor energy or a warrior energy, right? Not that that's the only archetypes that are necessary or oppose that victim energy, but it's like no longer feeling subdued or overwhelmed by all that is, and really finding power in what you've been through, right? Like, you've survived up to this point. It's a blessing, especially in today's climate, right? To have that energy, to have your wits, to have the ability to move forward and move on from things that kind of plague the mind. So I am just getting that energy that some of you really just want to take some time to sit in silence, right? And be aware of what comes up. Maybe even just think, well, how many times did I think about that one situation or want to speak on that one situation? And then kind of notice that pattern. And I feel like that's where you can pull that strength to walk away with this Eight of Cups, and really pick and choose, again, how you speak on your experiences. Pick and choose how you breathe life into it. And I think for some of you, it's like you're feeling that exhaustion, but maybe not fully making the connection that that's what's depleting your energy, constantly thinking or feeling through things or bringing up old emotions. But I do feel like there is this power then that comes in. So a lot of you are maybe a little bit past this energy, and it feels like this full moon might be bringing in that Ace of Wands where you feel so strong, so sturdy in your vibration, right? That you are isolated from that past in a sense, right? Like, no longer feeling connected or weighed down by it is where we'll leave that, okay? All right, thank you so much, Divine. What does the collective need to know about creation in the crown chakra? What does the collective need to know about creation in the crown chakra under this full moon energy? Thank you so much. What does the collective need to know about creation in the crown chakra? Okay. Anything else? No. Okay. So first thing, we have Four of Cups. So again, exactly what I was kind of picking up on. Anything that has still a little bit of longing, anything that you kind of feel is missing from your now, you are going to be stepping into this energy of feeling very powerful, feeling very confident in your ability to create what's missing. Some of you might have been on this energy wave of waiting for it to happen, and the divine has actually given you all the tools to make it happen. So there's, again, that perception shift where you no longer feel powerless in your environment. You actually feel very powerful, very in charge of yourself, which is a very beautiful energy to have, especially under the full moon. So whatever it is that your heart is still longing for, right? This is heart chakra energy. Whatever your heart is still longing for, whatever it is needing, right? Really doing that work. And that could also be a part of that isolation energy, needing to sit in silence and just listen to your body, listen to your thoughts, listen to your feelings, and kind of try to get a picture or paint a picture from what's coming through, might actually lead you in the direction of that fourth cup, right? What's actually missing from your emotional foundation here. Oh, wow. And then it feels like that's a completion. So it's almost like with the world energy here, full alignment is available to you in order to move into a new lesson cycle, start over with that fool's energy, right? You got two beautiful aces here in the spread collective with the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands. So this is full moon energy here is really completing for a lot of you a lot of emotional cycles that were holding you back or draining your energy, but you've made it out to this point, so continue to do what you've been doing, okay? But for real, some of you really need to find at least like a day of just silence, like not speaking, writing out maybe what you think, writing out what you feel, moving and dancing out what you feel, but really trying to give that throat chakra a rest, because I think you'll find a very stark contrast to moments where you maybe are talking out of concern, out of exhaustion, out of worry, right? Like you're going to really feel the difference. And I think it's going to be an eye-opening experience for you, okay? But it's what's going to help you, again, pinpoint that missing energy in your emotional body, pinpoint what you need that you don't have necessarily in your now moment emotionally in order to build that foundation, to kind of feel strong and feel sturdy on, right? It just feels like someone, or a lot of you, I won't even say someone, but it's like a lot of you are walking into this season of truly knowing what it is that you want to create, what it is that you desire, but really having the emotional, physical, spiritual, and mental energy to back the creation of that. All right, that's absolutely beautiful. Let's look into the Queen of Moon Oracle just to get some more information, and then we will wrap this up. Thank you so much, Divine, for these beautiful messages for the collective. What else do we need to know? Okay. We have patience and will. Yeah. There's that solar plexus energy. Anything else here, Divine, that the collective needs to know? Okay. And fear. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. So this is huge. Huge, huge, huge. Some of you are definitely have been facing your fears for some time now. Others of you are going to be going into this cycle of really having to face those fears if you've been maybe avoiding it. No judgment here on this channel. We've all done it. But this really speaks to that Eight of Cups energy of really truly putting the past in the past, right? Emotionally. For a lot of you too, it almost feels like the regurgitation or the verbal kind of reliving it, kind of speaking about it, can't get your mind off it, is almost like if you stop thinking about it or you stop talking about it, that it almost doesn't make it real or it invalidates it in some way. There's some work there for someone out there. But know that this is just a fear of feeling something different, right? Some of us, a lot of us have built identities around our pain. And it feels like this is the moon cycle that really becomes super apparent and on the forefront of your awareness. And now it's really just up to you to, again, complete that cycle, right? To name the fear, to face it, to do the work, to really build a foundation of love underneath it so that it then can go ahead and dissipate for you, all right? With this patience and will energy, some of you may be, again, really tapping into that understanding of what it truly means to co-create with the universe, right? How that actually benefits you as opposed to pushing or forcing your own will, especially when it comes to emotional situations. finding a deeper surrender in that, right? Really tapping into this understanding and the need for patience, not only with yourself, but for others. So, for this manifestation energy of creation, really taking the time again to sit with all that you need to feel, right? To find that moment of silence, or even just a couple moments every day, right? To just feel what it is, give it a name, write it out. Pay attention to what thoughts are coming to you, write them down, and see where those thoughts and emotions kind of connect. It will not only show you what you're feeling and where you are in the now moment, but really what's in your energy field, what your energy field is trying to create for you. And if whatever that is more in alignment with fear, then the more how could I say that, divine? It's like if you find that there's more fear coming out than actual love energy or groundedness or perception, right, with the heart chakra, then that's your work, right? And so this full moon is really bringing all of that to the surface in order for us to face it, in order for us to find the clarity and the strength and the power to move through it, right, with those two aces. So it's almost just kind of like that same way where, I know, it's like patience has just been coming up in a lot of my readings, but I feel like with all that's happening in the world, how that's all trickling into everyone's life dynamics, family dynamics, friend dynamics, right? Work dynamics. This word patience here can be a trigger. A lot of patience can be super thin, but if you can, again, take the time to really just sit still. And I know that, again, I sound like a broken record when I say it, but it's truly something that a lot of us don't even realize we don't take the time to do, to just be still, right? To allow whatever we are feeling to move through us, as opposed to using what we're feeling and thinking as an impetus to move, to keep going, right? Out of fear. I don't know what I'm going to feel if I just sit there and feel it. I don't know what's going to happen if I actually stop for a moment, right? Stop running on the wheels. So give yourself grace, give yourself patience, have patience with those around you as well, as we're all transforming and transitioning through these phases. But this is going to be really powerful, and I really do feel like patience is going to be like the theme for the next 6 months here. So as we move into summer 2021, it's really a test of your will, in the sense of, can you be patient for what it is that you truly want and desire, or will you allow fear to cause you to move quicker than you need to, or stay stagnant and stuck when you're being told to move, right? So really analyzing what your fears are, really taking the time to name them again, put a name to them, and do the work to address it whenever it does come up. That's just kind of the charge here under this full moon. And I do feel like, with it being in Gemini and Cancer, and for those that don't know, if you follow sidereal astrology, right, technically their moon, or the full moon now, is in the sign of Gemini. But if you follow Western astrology that goes based on the calendar, it would be in Cancer. So different calculations, different forms of practice when it comes to astrology. They're all valid, in my opinion. They all have their worth and their value. So it just feels like that duality there with Gemini, the lover's energy, right? And then that fullness of Cancer energy, where it's just full maternal, full even moon energy, right? Very, very powerful. It really is kind of that need to be patient with your own sense of balance, in the way of, how do you find or make room or space for your own ebb and flow? When you're ebbing, are you critical of that? When you're flowing, are you critical of that? Or, what comes up for you when you do oscillate? Because no one is just stuck in one place. No one is just in one singular emotion or modality, right? There's so many different dimensions to every human being, to every energy. So, like, what space are you creating to really allow that to be? Where are your fears blocking you from really expanding out and experiencing all that you are as a living being? So, really just thinking about that under this full moon might be really beneficial. But again, definitely get into your root chakra. That's definitely going to tether you down into earth, give you some real good grounding energy. Okay, get into your heart chakra. As always, definitely want to maintenance that, just so that your perception of your environment is still accurate, right? That you're not allowing fear to paint a picture that's not necessarily there. Make sure you are tapping into that throat chakra. Some of you really need to give your throat chakra a rest. Others of you need to really activate it. And then make sure that crown chakra is wide open for all of the beautiful messages and judgment energy and clarity that your angels and your guides are trying to bring down into your being and your consciousness. All right, collective. So I hope you found this reading helpful and insightful, maybe filled with confirmation for what you were feeling or what is coming up for you under this full moon energy. Please let me know if anything resonated in the comment section below. And if I don't see you over on Instagram for an in-depth look at these oracles, then I will see you all in our next reading.